War with Iran is coming. Here's why. Right now, there are these massive protests going on in Iran. And whether or not you think these protests are genuine or a CIA or Mossad operation, that doesn't matter. What does matter is that handling these protests requires extensive state resources. And that means fewer resources being put to counter a potential attack from Israel or the United States. Now, for the record, attacking Iran would be incredibly stupid, not only on moral grounds, but on strategic ones too. Rather than help the protests, this would just get people to rally around the government. We saw this in Venezuela, where the kidnapping of President Maduro was so unpopular that within Venezuela, opposition members actually came out to denounce it. And we'd expect the same to occur with Iran. Second, Iran could also retaliate through closing off the Strait of Hormuz, where 20% of all the world's oil comes from, greatly increasing the price of oil and thus putting the US into a potential recession. But all that being said, if there was a time that Israel or the United States were to attack, now would be it. Last month, when Netanyahu and Trump met up, Netanyahu kept pushing for a war with Iran. And most recently, the Trump administration held preliminary talks on a potential Iran strike, according to the Wall Street Journal. But there's another way that war could erupt, and that would actually involve Iran being the first to act. Now, for the record, despite the size of the ongoing protests, I don't think that the Iranian government is going to collapse. But if the government wants to rally people around them, one way to do this would be to attack Israel in response to its ongoing genocide of Palestinians in Gaza. This would be incredibly popular both within Iran and globally. We saw, for instance, during the Gulf War, Saddam Hussein, he actually launched missiles into Israel to try to get people to rally around him. Now, in that case, nothing further happened because the United States pressured Israel to not respond, knowing that if Israel did respond, people would immediately rally around Saddam in both Iraq as well as the wider region. But today, that would absolutely not be the case. Israel absolutely would respond to any Iranian attack. And already there are actually reports as of today that thousands of Israelis have received threatening text messages containing their personal information in what appears to be the latest attempt at psychological warfare by the Iranian government. So for those reasons, I really do think that we're going to see a war, or at least attacks against Iran, happening very soon. Hopefully I am wrong though. I want to hear your thoughts though. Please leave a comment, like, and share. I really appreciate any feedback as well as anyone who can promote my content. Thank you.